You're watching the Talk of Tucson.
I'm Rhonda Moretti, and welcome to the Talk of Tucson, presented by Tucson Model Magazine. Our featured business today is going to be V Modern Tie with beautiful owner Vila Jarrell.
And I'm Lou Pimber, and the Talk of Tucson is all about you, where we feature local role models, business owners, and entrepreneurs, and community leaders from Tucson and the surrounding communities. Today's show is sponsored by Xanadu Salon and Spa. And our special guests today are Derek Carlson and Evan Hoffman, writers and directors of the short film, The Private War.
We also have Lou Pimber's son, Mark Anthony Pimber, who played my son in The Private War. And of course, our special guest, my top model for Blaza Models, Ashley.
And now, let's get on with the show. Our very first guest, as promised, is Mr. Derek Carlson and Mr. Evan Hoffman. They are the writers and directors of a short film called The Private War. Derek, welcome. Evan, welcome to the show. Rhonda, take it away.
Well, for one, I'm very excited to be sitting here with you guys. You have the star of The Private War sitting next to me, Lou Pimber. And I was blessed enough to be able to play in the show as Lou's wife. Wait, that might not be a blessing. I'm not really sure. But anyways, it was a lot of fun and we loved it. And I just wanted you to be able to tell people about it.
Great. Well, thank you for having us on. We really appreciate it. The Private War is it's an important piece to us. We wanted to focus a lot on stories of veterans who you don't hear a whole lot about veterans who are suffering with the issues when they come home from the war, with post-traumatic stress disorder, with issues of family relations, things that are often kind of under the table. You don't want to talk about it. So I think that this project was a good chance for us to bring it out in the open, and we really appreciated working with Lou. He's awesome to work with.
Thank you.
Really great, talented actor. And Rhonda, of course, you as well. Really appreciate your coming on board with the project. So it was a lot of fun. It was a great crew, great cast, and everyone just got on board with the project, and you could just tell that everyone was really passionate about it.
Yeah, I think everybody really believed in the project too, which was nice to have you guys both on set and everybody else, and we just had a pleasure filming it. So.
Well, we're excited to feature you in Tucson Model Magazine's January-February issue. And I actually want to cut to the trailer and show you guys this movie.
I never got to meet my boy. Enlisted the day after he was born.
So the Army was your way out, huh? If you make it out of here, you think you might go out and try to find him?
So I want to know, even though like we played in it, I still don't know where the concept came from. So how did you guys come up with this?
You want to take it?
Sure, yeah. Well, me and Derek have been writing together for a couple years, and we wrote a few scripts, and none of them quite satisfied us as far as just the drama and the good story. So Derek came up with the idea of writing something about a soldier returning from home and just the struggles that he encounters. So we wrote a script, and we did a couple rewrites, and we just went from there. And we really wanted to make sure that it was a narrative that was interesting, that really hit home for a lot of people, and that people believed in, not only ourselves but anybody else watching it. And I think we did a good job with it.
Oh, you guys did a great job. People watch the trailer and they're so excited to come to the premiere. By the way, the premiere for this show will be on January 17th at Grand Cinemas. That's Swan and Grant. And it will be at 7 o'clock. You can get tickets at TucsonModelMagazine.com. We are really excited to feature you guys in the magazine. People are very excited to go and actually see this movie. Like I said, when people watch the trailer, they are just like on the edge of their seats, like asking me if we got divorced and all this stuff. So we're really excited about it.
Did we?
I think we did. I think that we did.
There were a few moments on the set. Like,
Yeah.
things are getting a little heated here.
I know. And just so you know, for that launch party, all of the tickets are advance purchases only, and they're $15, which isn't bad. So again, that's TucsonModelMagazine.com.
I have a few questions to ask.
Awesome.
Is that all right? Derek, I want to thank you for having me on as part of your film, and Evan, thank you very much also for doing a heck of a job directing there as well. So far, what is the message you guys want to convey out there, and who have you reached out to try to help you with that, and where are you guys at with that?
Well, I think the message we're trying to convey is that family is important, and that we want to show a lot of respect for our veterans who are coming home,
Right.
And experiencing things that most 99% of people aren't familiar with, and
Right.
so I think I was intrigued by the topic because I've never been in the military. I've never been overseas myself, but I think it's because of that unfamiliarity that I want to understand that topic, and I want to understand, what it is that they're going through. So it was kind of a learning process for both of us as we got into the writing and researching and kind of, understanding this character that we're writing. So with that, I think we've been able to reach out to a lot of local people. Rally Point, Arizona is one that
Great.
they deal a lot with post-traumatic stress disorder, people
Right.
who've kind of gone through that. There's some other groups that we're going to be contacting, like Wounded Warrior.
Oh, good.
And so I think it's just really opened up the doors for us to contact a lot of local groups that might not have much awareness to what they're doing,
Right.
and kind of raise awareness for that.
I think one of the things that the viewers would gather from it is that post-traumatic stress, the disorder itself, I think many of those who suffer not only are the servicemen and women, but it's also the families who suffer in silence. Because oftentimes they're suffering and they have nowhere to go out to, and they don't know what to ask. So I think what the film sort of shows is how the family in itself suffers as well. It's not only is the soldier himself or herself suffering, but the family does.
Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
think he has to do a good job in bringing that to light.
Thanks.
Thanks for doing that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, and after playing in this movie and being able to see what these wives might be going through, it was tough, man. It blows my mind, really.
Yeah.
I walked away sad for them, and it's so cool that you guys are bringing awareness to this because it's so important.
Well, this for us is also it's the first of many projects. We're really wanting to expand out and start doing a lot more production here locally. One of the things that we talked about when we went into production on this is that this is kind of a chance for us to get our foot in the door and to start getting into doing much larger productions here locally. And I think Tucson could be a really burgeoning, huge community for film production, and I think that there's a lot of talent here and a lot of potential. And so we want to be part of kind of being on the forefront of seeing the productions
Right.
that are at the top of the business.
Where could our viewers and those listening, where could they find you guys if they need to talk to you guys, ask you questions about your project? Where can they find you guys?
Sure. Well, we're on Facebook.
Okay.
You can look up facebook.com/ our company name is Whale Road Entertainment. So
Okay.
Whale Road Entertainment, or you can look up The Private War, which is facebook.com/ The Private War.
Okay.
And you can contact us there, and love to hear from you.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for being here with us, Rhonda.
Well, Lou, you actually did a commercial for Rally Point.
I did.
So how did that go? And that was before you even did the movie for them. And is that how you guys found each other, or how did this all happen where they found you?
We had actually met before on another project called Negative Space, and then it just so happens that I had shot the PSA for Rally Point, Arizona, and I think that's sort of how we kind of came together. So.
Right, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to thank you guys very much for giving me the opportunity to play his wife.
It is an opportunity. It's an opportunity in and of itself.
And an experience.
That's right.
No, it was a great experience for me. And like I said, you guys brought awareness to me. I had no idea about this. And the fact that he's really suffered that in the past with other things and
Yeah.
you know, trying to get through that and just, it's something that is amazing. So I just want to thank you, and Tucson probably will thank you after they see this trailer and after they see the movie for bringing awareness to it, because awareness is always the key when it comes to anything. So.
Absolutely.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah,
Good
thank
job,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Derek.
I am so excited to introduce Balaza Models top model, Ashley.
Hi, everybody.
Ashley,
Hi.
your last name is Murariu.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I've been practicing that
Yeah.
for a while, okay? All right. So, Rhonda just mentioned you were part of her top models with BSM Models, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that experience and how many times did you have to try out to get it done?
Oh God. Honestly, it was a great experience. I mean, I remember first coming into Balaza Models, and I was shy, and I was really surprised because I didn't really know anybody, but everybody made me feel so comfortable. And I look at my first photo shoot, and I just look at like recent photo shoots that I've had, and like I've grown so much, and I've all thanks to the help of everybody in Rhonda.
Let me ask you this. When you say you've grown just as a person, or how have you grown? Tell us about that.
As a person and just as anything you could think of, I've matured so well, and it's just been a great experience.
And so what was and when you did the top model competition, what was the most challenging part of the whole thing?
Probably knowing your poses before you got to actually, do the photo shoot. I think that was the hardest part, because, you didn't actually know what you were going to do, and you didn't know what the photographers wanted, so
Right.
it was
It's
exciting.
hard. You guys make it look
Yeah.
easy. I did a photo shoot today, and I tried. I really did.
It is hard.
But I wonder how you guys do that.
Yeah.
That's tough business.
Yeah,
And-
it literally, it just snaps in your head like that. It's crazy.
well, you make it sound easy. I have actually seen some of your pictures. I think you do good work.
Thank you.
And I'm very happy to hear that you have developed just personally through BSM Models and with that. So what was the most challenging part of the whole competition?
Honestly, there wasn't a challenging part. It was kind of just all the girls in the competition. We were all friends. It was all family. We were all
Okay.
sisters.
I think
so-
you need to make it harder then.
I know.
Okay.
More of a competition.
Yeah.
I try to make it a competition,
Yeah.
but my girls come in and they just kind of join at the hip and become
Yeah.
part of the Balaza family, and that's what it's all about, is helping each other.
And what was the most rewarding part of it?
Probably, being crowned Balaza's top model. I
Okay.
mean, if any of the other girls would have won, I would have been so happy. I would have been so happy for them. Would have stuck with them and stuff. But I was just really lucky to have won.
So, of all the things you did in the competition, name one or two and describe them to, because I obviously wasn't there. I haven't seen him, and some of the people who are watching him not seeing me there. Share with them what you did.
Well, we did an underwater shoot, which, that was hard because
Like inside a swimming pool? Or something,
yeah,
or what?
like inside a swimming pool, and I think that was probably one of the most challenging photo shoots I've had.
Wow.
Because it was underwater, and especially just coming into Balaza Models and just like going straight into the competition, I just going underwater and having a photo shoot. Not only was it a good experience, but it was
And that
crazy.
photo shoot was Erin Durbon. She's an amazing photographer.
Really?
So we have to give her props for that.
And so, what was it in the summertime? Was it cold? What was it like?
Honestly, I think it was a little sunny outside. It was a little hot.
Okay, because I don't think I would have been able to hang with a cold weather shoot like that in the water.
Well, models got to do it. The
Hey,
models got to do.
That's why you're a model and I'm not, right? Looking ahead, where do you see yourself? What do you aspire to become? Perhaps what you've learned from Balaza Models. Where do you want to take that?
Honestly, I want to take it as far as I can go. I've always wanted to model since I was just a little girl. I
Okay.
first put on my pair of heels when I was
Right.
5, and just walked around the house with that. So I think just being able to, have this experience of wearing a crown and banner and being Balaza's top model, it's a really great experience.
That's great. And how old are you now?
I'm 13.
You're 13.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go to school?
Marina Middle School.
Rhonda Middle School. Okay, and what do your friends say about it? How do they feel about this whole competition? Do you tell them about it?
Yeah, of course I tell them about it. All my
Okay.
friends are like, oh, I want to be you, or, oh my God, you're so awesome. Can I have your autograph? You know,
that's great.
Yeah, it's
That's
awesome.
great. And
I
you know,
remember,
go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I remember when you first came in and you were so shy and didn't really talk much, and you did the session and then went straight into the top model competition. And I just want to tell you that I'm really proud of you because you are everything that our company represents. You have confidence, you're a role model, you're very positive, and you just have that energy that we love.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about you through Rhonda, and we're just proud to have you here, and we want you to take that message out to other young ladies and kind of learn from that, you know? One last question. What have you learned from the top model competition that you will take with you and that you can share to other people?
Mostly that, confidence is key. You can't be, you can be shy and, everything will be okay, but I think just learning from other people and learning your own experiences, it's just, if you do one photo shoot, you learn from it. If you do another photo shoot, you learn from it, and I think that's like the best part, so.
And when you say confidence is key, is that something you came in with or you came out with?
Came out with.
Right, that's great. And you're a success story, and I'm glad to have you here, and I'm proud to meet you, and I hope that we get to see some more of you in the very near future.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
It's very nice to meet you.
And real quick, for anyone who wants to participate in the Top Model competition for 2014, you can call 520-220-0129. Our competition starts the third week in January, and we'd love to have anyone. You do not need experience to do this. She only had one photo shoot before she won, so I just wanted to pipe in and say that real quick.
Hey, I had a photo shoot today.
And
Can
you
I-
just
can-
might win
can I
Top
try it?
Model of Tucson. I'm pretty sure you
It
will.
was not pretty. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
And here's a quick commercial for the Top Model competition coming up in January.
Electronic disco flow, hip hop, non-stop, this mix is dope. Electronic disco flow, hip
For Balaza's next top model, we are looking for somebody who is confident, who can be a really good role model to the Tucson community, who has a really positive attitude, and somebody who can represent our company the way it should be represented. We want a girl who is honest, who is inspiring, and who is confident. In the top model competition, the girls are not only judged on each of the photographs that are taken, but they are also judged on whether they are on time, whether they come prepared, and we want them to have a really good connection with the photographer, and we want them to show the confidence within the pictures. There are 2 age divisions for this competition, 15 and under and 16 and up.
Anticipation got my heart beating fast. You set me off, I dropped it low, yeah. You made me explode. I don't care what they think about me. Tonight I'm gonna be set free. Watch me as you want me more. Get on the floor.
Okay, our next guest, I am very, very proud to introduce my son, Mark Anthony Pimber. Mark Anthony, thank you for being here. I know that I brought you, okay, but I'm glad you're here. We're going to ask you a few questions about your acting experience, and that's about it, man. I just want you to know I'm proud of you. Thank you for being here, buddy. Rhonda?
So Mark Anthony, I really feel like I'm sitting here with a little superstar right now because I know how many movies you've played in. How old are you?
I'm 14 years old.
Okay, 14 years old. He's played in a ton of movies. He just played my son in The Private War, so that was really cool to be able to act with you and your famous dad.
Yep.
And it was a great experience for me. You want to tell us a little bit about your experience with The Private War and how you felt when your dad grabbed you and all that kind of stuff that was in it?
Well, that scene, it took a little practice, and it was a cool scene.
So if you've seen the trailer, Lou actually had to grab Mark Anthony by the neck and yell at him, which I could tell by Mark Anthony's face that wasn't a normal thing, okay? And I remember after we were done, he even said something to his dad. I can't remember what it was, but it was funny, like, you didn't mean to do that, right? Or something weird, you know, it was just funny. But anyways, so I'm really excited to be sitting here with you. So what other movies have you done?
I've done Wayward Pilgrim. I've done a couple short films and many feature films with my dad, all of them.
Yeah. You were in the Wayward Pilgrim, and you mentioned how I grabbed you in Wayward Pilgrim, but actually in the Private War, but in Wayward Pilgrim, what happened to you in Wayward Pilgrim? To your little arm there?
That was my first film.
Yeah?
And I was like 10 or 9. And I get my arm sawed off. It was the goriest scene and most intense.
I gotta tell you, I was so proud of Mark Anthony when he did that, because he was, I think, 9.5 or something, and he had to act, and he had to cry really loud, and it reached the point where I thought I was a little worried for him, but in between scenes he would ask me, Dad, do I need to cry for the next one? I'm like, yeah. So that's when I realized he knew he was acting. And we talked beforehand and afterhand, and it was tough. I know it was tough on him, but it was tough because it was tough on me. But you did a heck of a job. And go ahead.
You did an amazing job on the Private War set. I haven't seen a lot of the other movies that you've done, but your dad just raves about you. And I know that you've done a little modeling too. You did actually a fashion show for us. It's the Scottish Rite at the last Tucson Model Magazine launch party. You did an amazing job. You just did a photo shoot recently. What else do you have going on? What do you see in the future?
Well, just recently, actually yesterday, I just finished a film called Ridge of the Thunder.
Thunder on the Ridge.
Yeah, Thunder on the Ridge. And it's a good film. It's a short film. And it took about 3 days to finish it.
Dad, did you go with him?
It was 3 long days. Mark Anthony did a great job. He was actually the lead in the movie.
Oh,
and
wow.
he's the son of another actor named John Proudstar. And he did a great job. I mean, there's a lot of nonverbal acting, so it was really challenging for him, and I think he did a great job.
Well, he's following in your footsteps, obviously, and he has a great coach. I'm sure he coached you all weekend.
I tried. We had our moments, you know.
I'm sure.
But he gets it. He gets it.
Well, I'm sure they're very lucky to have you, and I can't wait to see that. I'm sure it'll be soon that I see something coming up. But again, The Private War, the movie, it's going to be at Grand Cinemas at Grant and Swan on January 17th with Tucson Model Magazine, 7 o'clock. Make sure you get your tickets early. They're $15, and you can only get them online. The website again is www.tucsonmodelmagazine.com/shop. Get your tickets today.
Our featured business today is V Modern Tie, and we have today the owner, Vila Jarrell. Vila, tell us about your business.
Thank you, Lou. Thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate you both being here today. Our business, well, we've been here in Tucson for 9 years total. 3 years in this beautiful location. So far, so good.
There's different rooms to it that we love. Right now, what room are we sitting in right now?
Well, I actually call this the green room. Basically, this room was designed for this specific purpose.
Gotcha.
Private dinners, private events, private function. As you know, we are right across from the Fox Theater.
Right.
So this room was designed for, just in case artists are touring town, they can have a private green room, have private dinners here without disturbance of the crowd, and enjoy their meal. And then, of course, it's open to the public for private parties, birthday, weddings, girls' night out, wine tasting, cigar, whatever.
That's great. That's great.
Vila was also featured on Tucson Model Magazine's cover for November and December. We were so lucky to have her, and she is beautiful on there. If you get a chance, you really need to get a copy of it. Also, you have the nightclub, so why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Gladly. Our restaurant initially did not start with the late night focus, and we kind of started that out by necessity. The modern streetcar construction, of course, hurt a lot of business, and we are one of those business, so we had to strap our boots and grab new ideas and figure out what's needed. And what we found out is that there's not a lot of cool places to hang out for late night. So we ventured into that new field and got some great teams of promoters and DJs working with us, and now we're the hot spot in Tucson for Fridays and Saturday nights. So it's awesome.
That's great, and I think people really like you, Vila, for a number of reasons, and love the restaurant for other reasons. But I can tell you personally, the reason why we admire you is because you're a business owner, you make it happen, and you've persevered despite all these things that have happened with the changes in the economy, changes in infrastructure with the city, but you're still here. People love coming here, and you know, and so tell us how'd you do that?
I think luck is a big part of it, but necessity is also a mother of invention, correct?
Yeah.
So like I said, you know, you got to learn how to be creative and be proactive rather than reactive. I mean, we started off being reactive to the recession in the economy and the construction, and then we became proactive. So rather than having customer comes to us, which they can because the roads were closed, we had to go out and get them. And
Right.
one of our ways of getting out there is being vocal in the community and being the face of the community, and started doing a lot more and getting more involved with the community, more active than we were from previous years. You know, mind you, I've been in Tucson, like I said, 9 years,
Right.
and we have always been a supporter of local communities, whether if it's the arts or the Humane Society or culinary festivals and things like that. But more so now that we're downtown, you know, we're focusing on the domestic violence cases, Tucson police, and all of the things to make our city a better place. With that comes supporting the community and really walking the walk with the businesses, trying to drive businesses downtown,
Right.
and also all of us local businesses thrive during this construction, you know, because everybody's going through this hardship.
Yeah, and most definitely, we've talked before, and we've been here, and you talk the talk, but you most definitely walk the walk. And most recently, you reopened for lunch, right?
Correct.
Tell us a bit about your menu. What should people expect when they come here to your business? Any lunch specials going on? Go for it.
Right. And that's one of the being creative and being proactive. When we first opened for lunch 3 years ago, when we started, we were having a hard time simply because a lot of people didn't know Thai food. But when we were in university, we were known for our lunch and our lunch combo. Even though we're only like 2 miles from university to here, people are still not understanding what Thai cuisine is really. So having to compete, believe it or not, with Jimmy John's and Subways, we had to lower our price point and kind of rethink our menu. So we decided to do pop-up barbecue for lunch to provide a variety, Thai tacos, as well as Thai lunch combos. So to give a group of, say, 4 people that has different palates, they can grab full soup or Thai tacos or barbecue sandwiches.
Great.
Or Thai food, whatever they want, it's all there. So you have a variety, and now we're able to compete.
She is obviously amazing.
Oh, thank
and
you.
again, we frequent this place a lot. The elegance, the charm. It's a very quaint place to be. Yet there's very high energy on the weekends, and that's what I love about it. 'Cause
Yes.
I think that you have a good combination of all of those traits. So.
We do. I do want to mention something else. One of the things that is beautiful about this business that I think a lot of business has not recognized yet, especially in downtown Tucson, and that is our neighbor from across the border. I wouldn't have not survived without the visitors coming across from Sonora, Rocky
wow.
Point, and all those places. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you, and also all the Hispanic channel that featured us in
that's
their
great.
in their networks,
That's
because
great.
it really supports our business as a whole. Every weekend is popping because of our friends from across the border.
So a big saludo to our friends from Sonora.
That's
right?
right.
All right. Thank you, Vila. I
Thank
appreciate you.
you.
Thank you so much, Vila. The Talk of Tucson is brought to you by Tucson Pedicabs. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for being here. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to everyone for watching. We're excited to see you guys in the very next episode.
Also, make sure you go to the private war, www.tucsonmodelmagazine.com/shop for tickets.
And like us on Facebook. Talk to you soon.